Hey guys, it's Aaron, your multi-sport coach. Today I wanted to give you a little bit of information towards the race coming up on Sunday. So this is Moana R2, and this is going to be based more at the beginner, right? So whether it's your first triathlon, your second triathlon, or like you're returning from a long break from triathlon and you're not too sure like what you're going to be doing. So I suppose, look, the first thing, we've got a little team group training session down at Moana Beach at the surf club there at 8 o'clock on Saturday. So in this session, like, we're going to be doing a bit of a swim, some race entries. It's going to be getting you familiar with the group sort of swimming, and then we're going to be doing just a light run afterwards. So you're welcome to come along, join. If you could just let me know that you're coming, that'd be fantastic. You can send me an email or send me a message on Facebook. That'd be awesome. Sunday race day. Look, I'm going to be there from 6:20 to 6:50. So this is going to be a great time just to, if you need any assistance in transition, you can come and see me and I can help, or I can just have a look at, see what you've got set up and anything that like you need to change, so you can obviously have a better transition on race day. So with transition, look, generally if you're a beginner, it's your first or second triathlon, you wouldn't have your shoes set up on the bike. It makes it too complicated, and if you haven't practiced it and you're not experienced at jumping on the bike with the shoes clipped into the bike, it's going to be too difficult. So what I recommend is that you have your shoes set up on a towel, just like next to your bike, and this is going to like make it a lot simpler for you. So if you have your shoes like set up just here, and then like your runners just in front of it, that's going to be great just to, obviously, so as you come from the swim, you can put your shoes on. Now, I don't recommend putting socks on. A lot of beginners love to put socks on. Look, at the end of the day, if you're doing the Enticer, it's a small light race. It's not going to be a problem with your feet if you don't wear socks. So I recommend not to wear socks. It's just going to take longer for your transition. So no socks, put your shoes on, grab your bike, and off you go. Now, the way that you want to rack your bike is that you're going to rack it on the seat with the front wheel facing like you. Okay, so as you come out, you just unhook and off you go. Righty. Now, important thing to make sure before, the first thing that I would probably do just to get in the habit of is put your helmet on and then put your shoes on and then unrack your bike, off you go. Right, it's super important to make sure that helmet's on and it's clipped up, right? Otherwise you'll get in trouble. So that's going to be a really good sort of starting point for your transition. Now, so what you want to do is when you come from that swim, righty, an important thing with your swim is going to be to make sure that if you're a beginner, I recommend just starting the swim slow. Okay, don't go too hard, and make sure that you get yourself a good like warm up in the water beforehand. Righty, the last thing that you want to do is not acclimatize yourself to the temperature of the water. You jump in the water and it's freezing cold, and your body will go into a shock and you can't breathe. You start to almost hyperventilate. So make sure you got yourself in the water. You've spent a good amount of time in there. You've turned the arms over. You're feeling comfortable and confident, and then you can obviously start your swim. But just make sure don't blow your swim up at the start. So many people want to like race. Okay, if it is your first or second triathlon and you're not a confident swimmer, just take it easy, right? Start to build into it. Start slow, and you can go stronger at the back end. Totally fine. On the bike, look, the bike is going to be a little bit technical, but you've got some like hills as well. So that like first hill, now, you want to make sure that you're not smashing it up that first hill, all right? Unless you're super strong on the bike and you're super confident and you're super fit, right? If it's your first or second race and you haven't been training like big volume, I recommend just keep it a nice like steady gear. If you're not strong at all on the bike, you can go down small chain on the front, right? Especially like for that first lap. If you haven't like ridden that hill before, keep it in small chain and just spin it up there, so like you get up there and then again start to build into it as you get closer to the top. Right, as I said, pretty technical, so just be careful on the roundabouts. If you're passing someone, try not to pass them too close to the roundabout, to make sure that you can either get in front of them, or if you can't, just like hang back a good draft legal distance, just to keep it safe, because I've seen a few crashes around there as well, so that's pretty important. The run is obviously going to be, depends on what like race you're doing, but if you're doing the Enticer, 2.5 Ks. So that first like hill, I recommend again, just starting slow up the hill. I've seen so many people smashing it up that hill and getting to the top, and then their heart rate stays up so high, it's not going to come back down. It's going to be a pretty tough like run. So the best thing is just to make it super slow up that first part of the hill and then start to like build into it. It's going to be a lot quicker on the way back down, right? Because you're running downhill. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. In regard to like nutrition, I recommend what you could do like the night before. I'll get some like veggies and a piece of salmon, something like that. Plenty of sweet potato. So like roasted like vegetables is a good one. And a piece of salmon, that's going to be good pre-race. In the morning, people like really aren't too sure like what to eat. I generally just go a green smoothie, right? The green smoothie is going to give you the carbohydrates that are like you do need. So I'm talking, you can put some spinach in, put an orange, put a banana, put an avocado, put some dates in there. You can top that up with coconut like water and just like blend all that up. Now I would have that 2 hours prior to the race. That's going to be plenty, right? Otherwise, if you have too much like food, all right, you could be a little bit bloated, or if like you don't eat, you might like run out of carbohydrates. So that's probably the best thing that you could do, and so make sure that you're drinking plenty of like water the next couple of days as well. That's going to be important. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Aaron. Don't forget, check out like my website. If you want any support on race day, it'll be great to connect with you beforehand, just so I know like what you're at. And obviously I can assist you as you need. Thanks for watching, guys.